Hello everyone. In this presentation, we will look at how to do setup for Eclipse. I am Naresh Charas here, and in this series of Selenium automation using Core Java, I'm going to talk about how to do setup for Eclipse. Now let us look at agenda of this presentation. The agenda is we will look at how to download Eclipse, how to set up Eclipse, then we will create a Java project, and finally we will wind up this presentation with a small Hello World program. So let us begin with download of Eclipse. For that, we will open a browser. I'm going to use Chrome. You can use any browser of your choice. Go to Chrome and type this URL connect2tech.in. This is my official website wherein I have consolidated all the links that are required for this particular tutorial. So go to resources, go to Java Selenium and click on Java Selenium resources. So this will load a page where you have all the required links. Go to this link here, which I have highlighted in front of you. Click on this link and it will take you to a page where you have the options to download different packages or the different releases of Eclipse. Now you can choose any release or any package that you want. It's a matter of personal choice and a preference. You can use Photon, Oxygen, Neon, whichever you like. Please feel free to use it. So I'm going to choose Photon. I'll click on Photon and it will bring me to a page where there are multiple packages under Eclipse Photon. So I'm going to choose R packages. I'll click on that and it will bring me to this particular screen. Now, please make sure that you choose Eclipse IDE for Java EE developers. Based upon the operating system that you are using, whether it is Windows 32-bit or a 64-bit or Mac or Linux 32-64-bit, click on one of this link. Now, in my case, I'm using Windows 64-bit operating system. So I'll click on this link. After clicking on the link, it will bring you to a page as you can see in front of you here. Click on the download and it will begin the download of the Eclipse on your local machine. So as you can see, it brings up an option and starts the download of Eclipse zip file. In my case, I have already done the download, so I'll cancel it for now and I'll go to the directory where I have done the download already. So we have successfully downloaded Eclipse zip file on a machine locally. So now let me go back to my presentation. So our download is completed. Now we have to start with setup of Eclipse. Now before you start with the setup of Eclipse, make sure that you have Java installed on your machine. If it is not installed, please refer to Java installation video in this playlist that you are referring to. So I am assuming that you have Java installed and therefore go back to the location where you downloaded the zip file. You can right click and unzip it. So I'll use 7-zip and extract the file. I'll click extract to and I'll choose this option as you can see in front of you. And it begins the extraction and it will take a couple of seconds to extract the file. After the extraction is done, you can go inside the folder, double click on the folder and go inside Eclipse. And inside there, you will see a file called eclipse.exe. So click on this file, and as I have already told you that you should have Java already installed for Eclipse to launch successfully. So I will double click on that exe file and it will launch the Eclipse IDE for me. It takes a while for the first time. If you're launching it for the first time, it takes a couple of seconds or maybe a minute or so, depending upon the speed of your machine. As you can see that after you click on the exe file, you will have a Eclipse launcher in front of you, and there will be some default workspace selected in this text box. You'll get familiar with the concept of workspace as we move ahead or as we move along in the course. But for now, I will leave the workspace as it is. I'll leave it as default, or if you want, you can change this location as well. So I'm going to make it 1, which is C uses the rest Eclipse hyphen workspace 1, and I will click on launch here. So you will come to this window, as you can see for the first time if you're launching Eclipse. You can close the welcome tab here. Now here you can see a lot of windows, so please do not get overwhelmed by these windows. We will cover each of these windows as we move along in the course. So for now, I will click on this minus sign and minimize this window, and I'll minimize this window also as I don't need it. So now let me go back to my presentation. So we have done zip extraction and we have clicked on Eclipse exe file. Now what we have to do is create our first Java project. So what I'm going to do is I'll go to the file option here. I'll go to new option here, and I will go to other. I'll click on other, and you might see a Java project option here. If not, click or rather type Java project. And if you do that, you can find the Java project option, select that and click next. Now, when you come to this particular window in front of you or dialog box in front of you, type the name of the project that you want to use. So let's call it Core Java. And then you can simply say finish here. You can also say next, but for now we will say finish here. And this will go ahead and create a Java project for you. Now, as you can see, that it brings up a dialog box to open associated perspective. Don't worry about what are different perspective. We will cover that also in the later discussions. For the timing, I'll say open perspective, and that will create a project with the name Core Java here. Now you can expand and collapse it by clicking on this greater than sign, or you can double click on the project and again double click to expand and collapse the project. Now what we are going to do is, since we are trying to create a project and we also want to create our first HelloWorld program, what I'll do is I'll expand this. I'll go to source folder. When I say I'll go to the source folder, I mean I will highlight it. I'll right click here and I'll say new. I'll say class, and I will create my first class. Don't worry about what is class. All those details we'll cover later. I'll call it my first Java program, and I'll simply say finish here. Now here you will see that there is something called public, there is a class. All these things we'll cover later. For now we'll just focus on the setup. So come inside here, in after this bracket, type public static void main in the bracket string str with bracket again, open bracket and close bracket. Make sure that you have string s as a capital in the beginning. A lot of people do this mistake. So inside this main, simply type system dot out dot print printl, and inside this, in the double quotes, type hello world. After typing it correctly, make sure that you have S as an uppercase in system and rest of the things are also correct. Right click on the file and go to run as option and say run as Java application. If you are able to see this output hello world here, that means your setup is done successfully. So coming back to the slide, we have created a Java project and we have also created a hello world program. If you are able to get this output correctly, then your setup of Eclipse is done successfully. Now, in case you have any question around what we have done in this presentation, you can reach out to me on my mail ID, or you can join the discussion forum and post a question to me. Also, you can download this content from the Google Drive link which I have provided here. Now, all these links are available in the description section below the video. So feel free to use these links. That's all in the video presentation. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.